びの時代は終わる。
Hi guys, it's your boy Ambush whatever here, back with another video, and for today I'll be doing a new part of What If Deku Was in Food Wars. Sorry guys for not uploading for a while. I was really busy with some schoolwork and stuff like that. But luckily for now, I don't have any schoolwork because it's summer break. So I really hope you enjoy. And with that out of the way, let's begin the story. We last left off when Izuku faced Alice Nakari, and essentially making her a little bit, let's just say, have the heart for Izuku. And yeah, the scene opens to Katsuki Bakugo about to fight one of, well, you could say, a mysterious chef that we haven't seen before. Or if you have watched the anime, you know who I'm talking about. But this person has, let's just say, a well-built body, which to anyone that's watching looks like he doesn't really belong in a kitchen, because he looks like a bodybuilder, which I'm not discriminating, by the way, so don't worry guys. But with that, the announcer said that the battle between Katsuki Bakugo and Subaru Mimasaka is now going to begin, to which they start to do their own thing. And let's just say that the food that was going to be done was spicy food. Let's just say Indian food. So any type of Indian food that you want is essentially what you're gonna serve. To which Katsuki made a amazing, and I do mean amazing, Indian curry. To which, if you all might be wondering, why did Katsuki make a Indian curry? Because that is his specialty. Katsuki's specialty is essentially spicy things, a lot of explosion of flavor as well as spice. To which Mimasaka was, when it was his turn to give his food to the judges, it was the same as Katsuki's. To which Katsuki just said, "Hey, Mimasaka, why did you copy me?" To which Mimasaka said, "Copy? Oh, I didn't copy you. I just made something with a hint more of an additional flavor." To which it was added with something, and no one knows what the something was until the judges, one of them, said that they added a lot of spices more about. Well, it wasn't essentially the spice, but it was spice that you could say that spicy yet flavorful, as well as a about some cubes of Wagyu A5 beef, to which he was very shocked that was gonna be so much delicious. And well, to be fair, it shouldn't be Wagyu A5 beef, because Indian curry isn't literally made with beef. To be fair, it's made with pork. But Mimasaka wanted to be different, and it tasted amazingly. To which, behind the scenes, the headmaster, or essentially the headmaster, Nakari, and one of a producer, I don't really know the name, but he wore a yellow suit with stripes, with a checkered pattern. To which they said that it was a legal food wars. To which the let's just say, one of the judges, or one of the lower judges, said that it isn't fair. To which Headmaster Nakari said that it's fine, essentially, and let it continue, because he knows that he has someone that can give essentially all of it back with the right sense of justice. So after that, we go back to the venue, to which Katsuki lost. Yeah, Katsuki lost 3-0. To which Izuku was watching this and was really shocked that Katsuki lose, because he knows that Katsuki isn't the type of guy that would lose that easily. And with how he with how he made his food, it's kind of difficult to underestimate him. Or you could say that he was beaten by his own game. To which Izuku senses foul play. To which he goes down and asks Mimasaka, "What did you do?" To which Mimasaka didn't say anything, and I do mean didn't say anything. To which before he left, he said that I'm gonna be needing your knives. To which it was taken from Katsuki because that's what was betted on the line. Because Katsuki really didn't. Katsuki, well, he did know that his knives were on the line, but the only thing is, he didn't think that he would lose because of the preparation as well as the support from Izuku, which it was surprising for him. To which it gave him a heavy heart to give his set of knives that the reason these knives were so special is because Mitsuki as well as Joichiro and essentially Katsuki's parents were the ones that made this for him because this was made for him for his birthday, and it was the same knives that he used ever since he was very very young, and it held a lot of value to him. To give that away is really, really heartbreaking for him. It's like departing with a child. To which Katsuki just gave it up and have had a heavy heart. He was about to cry. To which Izuku just says, Katsuki. Bakugo didn't answer. Izuku said again, Katsuki! To which he didn't answer. Again. And the final time, Katsuki! To which he said out loud, and Bakugo heard and says, What is it, Soma? To which Izuku said to Katsuki that it's not your fault, you didn't know. I sensed foul play. I can smell it from a mile away. He it was the same dish. I can see it from afar. I can smell it as well. It just had a little hint of another flavor. I guess that wagyu and a little bit spice. He added was, well, to make it a different dish than the one you copied. Don't worry, Katsuki. I know those knives meant to you a lot. I know that we gave them to you for your birthday. To which Katsuki just says, Don't remind me, Deku or Soma. To which Izuku just says, Katsuki, you know what I'm going to do? To which Katsuki just says, What? I'm gonna take those knives and I'm gonna challenge them to a food war. That's what I'm going to do. To which Katsuki smiled. Smiled and laughed and said that you better not lose, Soma. I'm counting on you in this one. To which, yeah. In that, the first scene ends. We go on to the next day. We see Izuku in the kitchen doing a lot of stuff and was essentially trying to think of a dish because they said that the next fight was with Subaru versus Soma. And the essentially the dish that they were about to make was called beef stew. To which Izuku was, with his knowledge, made a lot of variants and a lot of taste testing. He asked meat for some essentially meats that he needs, and as well as he asked his dorm mates some, well, let's just say that for taste testing, to which they voted for what is the best, what's the worst, what is supposedly is the thing that would be better if out of something else. And eventually it came to the afternoon, well, almost sunset, to which after he asked Meat for taste testing in the meats, he let her off and go to her room, which Izuku went outside for some fresh air, to which he met Subaru, which was quite surprising for him. And Izuku asks, "Why are you here?" To which Subaru just says that, "I just wanted to see my competition, if that's alright with you." To which Izuku just says, "It's fine with me." So, it's quite rude to leave you hanging, so come in. To which Izuku let Subaru in, and Izuku went to the kitchen to prepare some food. To which he prepared one of the dishes that uh, was was voted that would be a very good dish to fight with Subaru. To which he gave that to Subaru for his dish, and he said, "Taste it if you want to." To which Subaru tasted it, and it was delicious for him. It was very, very delicious. To which Subaru just says, "Mind if I try something?" To which Subaru just says, "Sure, sure." To which he made beef stew as well. To which Izuku said, "Let's go to my room, if it's not a problem with you." To which Subaru just says, "It's fine, let's go." To which they eat each other's dishes, and to which for Izuku, it was delicious. It was delicious for him, even though he has the devil's tongue. He essentially knows how it would taste, and it was delicious. Nothing more can be said about it. To which Mimasaka, or Subaru, asks that, "Would you bet your knives on the line on this food wars?" To which Izuku just says, "Yes." So, if that's it, that's what you're asking? Subaru just says, "Pretty much, yes." Okay, Izuku said, I have a counter offer for you. How about this? If you win, I will never cook again. I will give you my knives and never come back to cooking ever again." To which Mimasako was surprised that Izuku would go to this far. To which Izuku continues saying, "But if you lose, I would get 1,000, all of the knives that you have won so far, and give it to the rightful owners. Deal?" To which Mimasaka had a huge smile and said, "Deal." To which, yeah. To which after that, Izuku started to make a lot of more beef stew, and he essentially went with oxtail. Oxtail, I do mean oxtail. It's the most jello part of the ox, if I remember. A knock on the door could be heard after Mimasaka left. It was when Izuku opened the door, it was a kid. He asked the kid what was he doing here, to which the kid just says that he wants to interview him about the dish that he was going to make, and so on. To which Izuku says, "I don't mind," and essentially let him in. To which Izuku explains about his dish about being oxtail beef stew, and it being, very, very delicious, as well as the ingredients within it. To which the kid wrote it down, and I do mean wrote it down, and Izuku essentially managing to enhance the flavor of it a lot by using a lot of different spices and stuff. To which, after the interview and the kid having successfully, gathered information for the newspaper, he left and thanked Izuku, to which Izuku says, "No problem." To which Izuku went on with his day, practicing some more and doing a lot more dishes, because as a chef, you have to innovate a lot of stuff and essentially make a lot of food that would be special for anyone. But after that, the next day was the food war, to which Katsuki was watching. Unbeknownst to Izuku, the newspaper article was published immediately, with Izuku warning that it shouldn't be published early before the food war, to which the kid didn't notice that somebody published it without his knowledge, and published it in the article, And Mimasaka, knowing what Izuku would do, and actually copied it. If you guys didn't know what ability Mimasaka had, he had perfect copy. Yeah, perfect copy essentially. And perfect copy essentially is he can copy anyone of any chef's skills and actually uh, somewhat improve them by adding something more. Essentially that. To which that was Mimasaka was doing. To which the judges for today were for the food war was Jin Dojima announced that he along with Hinako Inui, Fuyumi Mizuhara, Taki Tsunozaki, and Sonoka Kikuchi were the ones that would be judges for the semifinal round. To which one of the judges said, being Taki Tsunozaki, said that Izuku was just 6 months in Totsuki, thinking that Izuku didn't have quote unquote skills. She thought that Izuku would lose easily, which was second by the judge Sonoka Kikuchi. And Izuku essentially didn't take offense to this, to which a lot of the students who were hoping to Izuku to win actually didn't know that Izuku actually did 1,000. If I remember correctly, if it wasn't 100, it was 1,000. 100 or 1,000 chefs battled Izuku at once, and he defeated them all like his father. To which Izuku and Mimasaka came out, and Izuku got word that the article was published immediately, to which he was kind of sad that the kid betrayed him. To which the kid explains that it wasn't his fault. It was someone sabotaged and took the hard drive and published it without his consent. To which Izuku thinks that this is really, really foul play. Which it wasn't the kid's fault, to be fair. He was just doing what his job was, which was gather information about anything about the food, and was about to publish it to live about, well, not live, but the very next day about the food that was used. To which he didn't blame the kid, which was quite relieving for the kid, to be fair. But he had to deal with it himself, and with time on the line, he had to think of something. To which Izuku managed to think of something which I'm not going to be spoiling for now. To which Mimasaka and Izuku fight in a food war. To which Izuku still made, the typical oxtail. The thing that he made was oxtail beef stew, which it was the same recipe that he used, that he used earlier. To which the same as Mimasaka, he used oxtail as well. The same way as that Izuku used oxtail for his beef stew. To which what added, and I do mean what added or shocked the Izuku was that he added bacon to it. He added bacon. It shocked a lot of the participants as well as Katsuki, to which he knew it was foul play, but he had trust with Izuku that he can pull this off because Katsuki knows that the greatest chef that he thinks of all time was Izuku. Learning from his mistakes, being a great level chef at his age was quite surprising. To which Katsuki knows that he would win without a problem. To which Mimasaka goes first, and the judges loved his dish. Obviously, it was a copy of Izuku's, so what do you expect? To which Izuku became serious. A presence appeared in the venue. Izuku becoming serious and essentially making, and I do mean making his food become better, tasting it to his liking, and eventually serving it to the judges. When Izuku revealed what he essentially made, Izuku was judged by one of the judges, which was Taki Tsunozaki, which she said that What is this? This isn't beef stew. To which Izuku corrected her. Are you sure? Haven't you had any beef stew before? To which Izuku essentially quote unquote mocked Taki for not knowing beef stew like that. To which Taki just says, "What do you mean? Of course I have. Of course I have eaten beef stew. I'm not dumb. I know what beef stew looks like, and this ain't it." To which Izuku said that obviously you haven't known this type of beef stew yet, so let me introduce it to you. This beef stew is essentially all of those are garnishes. To which a lot of them were shocked. Well, not really. Fuyumi and Hinako didn't react at all. Jin had an expectant look on his face. To which Taki and Sonoka were confused about this. To which they said that they wouldn't eat it. To which Jin ate it first, then Hinako and Fuyumi. After they ate it, they felt wonders for their body. It was so delicious for them. And Mimasaka was confused. Really, really confused. Because he thought that he would win. And eventually, being the judge, Taki had to eat it. To which, when Taki and Sonoka ate it, they didn't expect it. It was like they were transported to a amusement park. That's just an enchanted kingdom. For any Filipinos out there, they know what enchanted kingdom is. So yeah. So it was like an enchanted kingdom for them. It tasted like you were your younger years. It tasted like you were young again. That it was so delicious. To which if the judges didn't notice that they essentially got up from their seats. They didn't notice that they did that on essentially on instinct, which all of them holding hands. To which the 5 judges said that Izuku Midoriya wins with 5-0. To which Mimasako was confused and quite angry. To which he asked, How is this stew better than mine?" To which Izuku just said, "Taste it for yourself and try it before you complain." To which Mimasaka tried it, and it was delicious. He was transported to an enchanted kingdom. To which he knew that he lost. He remembered flashbacks about his past, that what happened about his childhood, that his father disowned him because of how good he was. Well, not really good, but copying his dish and making a little bit of adjustment, and learning that it wasn't the way of cooking. To which after that, Mimasaka uh, accepted his defeat and said that, "So Mayukihira, you win. I truly lost to you." To which a shipping container full of knives came and essentially was all of the students that were taken about their, let's just say, their knives were taken from them by Mimasaka, took their knives. To which Izuku noticed a case that had the initials KB, Katsuki Bakugo. To which Izuku gave this case to Katsuki, to which Izuku says, "What I tell you, I promised you that I won't lose, didn't I?" To which Katsuki just says, "I knew that you would win. I knew it." Soma, you're just too great. What the heck? You're just special. To which Katsuki just says, "Oh come." Katsuki says to Izuku, which Izuku just says that, "Oh come on, Katsuki. I'm no better." To which Katsuki just, "You're so humble, Izuku. You should, say a little bit more trash talk next time. Come on. You're so humble." To which Izuku just says, I need to be humble because I lost before a lot of times because of this. I don't need to, flock my greatness or my goodness in cooking to others. I'll just have to tell them or essentially show them this. I'm not really more of a flashy type of guy. To which Katsuki says, yeah, yeah, says the one that beat 100 to 1,000 students in one sitting. Yeah, yeah. To which, yeah, which in Totsuki Dormitory, they celebrated Izuku's win and actually was actually having fun with that. To which Izuku went up on essentially the balcony and thought about Mimasaka, to which he notices a lot of potential in Mimasaka, to which Izuku sighs and said that I really hope I made him change his ways because the thing that he does is very very wrong. He has to learn from his mistakes and not essentially copy someone else. If you want to base something from someone else's dish, essentially make it an inspiration, but not exactly copy it. Make it to where that it's your style of cooking, not essentially theirs, but you just added something to make it a little bit better. To which Izuku sighs and looks at the stars and said that I wish you the best of luck, Mimasaka. And that's it. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'm really sorry if it's a little bit janked. It's been a while since I made a what if, so I've been quite dry about it. So I really hope you enjoy, and like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys later. Bye!